Are you a teacher who's been approached by somebody aspiring to lead teacher or highly accomplished teacher, and they've asked you to be their mentor? How can you do this, and what's the best things you can do to help them through this process? Hi, I'm Tracy Ashbridge. In 2020, I was accredited as a lead teacher with AITSL here in Australia. So one of the things that I've done since I've done that is to help other people to achieve the same, whether they chose to go as a highly accomplished teacher or whether they chose to get accredited as a lead teacher. So I've helped lots and lots of people now through this process. One of the key things I always reiterate to them, that your principal had to give their consent, their blessing for you to do this. You are already at that level, you just now have to prove it. You already are a highly accomplished teacher, or you already are a lead teacher. Your principal has acknowledged that. You're now going through the process of proving how to do that. So as a mentor, part of my role is to keep affirming that and be your cheerleader, to say, yes, you are, let's do it. So a few steps I take people through when they come to me for mentoring. Number one is we grab the standard sheet. I usually print it on A3 so it's actually readable. And we go through and look at what can you evidence really easily, what could you evidence if you collected some evidence, and what things might you need to almost create in order to be able to produce the evidence. It's not things that you haven't done or don't do, it's just things that might be outside your current range of practice because of the nature of your role. So what sorts of things can you incorporate into your role in the next little while that will help you to be able to prove that you can do that standard. So the next one is I work through with you. We look where the gaps are. We look at filling them up. We start to put together some sort of a way of collecting that. I like personally to use OneNote. If you put it into OneNote, you can just make lots and lots of pages, and then over time you can go, yep, that page and that page can go together, and this section goes with this section goes with that section. Many of the standards I find can be addressed through a really good unit plan. So if you are working on a unit plan potentially for English or for maths or for a HAS subject, you can include lots and lots of things which show that you know how students learn, that you know how to put together a sequence, you know how to adjust for students who have a disability, you know how to include risk assessments. You can include a lot just from a really, really good unit plan with then lots of documentation attached to that that's all related to that. So keep collecting evidence ongoing. Don't just do it like one day in the holidays. Just keep dropping things, as I said, into a OneNote or something similar. Then you've got it all in one place. So somebody sends you a great email, drop it in. Somebody sends you a document, drop it in. Then you can sort it later. But having it all put into one place is certainly a really good way of getting started. Somebody contacted me a few years ago and said, I just don't know where to get started. I said, get everything you've got, put it in a OneNote and let me have a look at what you've got. And she said that was the clearest thing she'd ever done, because all of a sudden she's like, oh, look all this stuff I've got, and it's all in one place and you can find it easily. So, and then I'm always asking people to keep going, keep checking in with me, sort it out, annotate it, come backwards and forwards with me. I'm your cheer squad. If you're looking to have somebody to mentor you, I will be your cheer squad. You just email me and say, hey Trace, I've done this bit, can you have a look? I've done this annotation, can you have a read? And there's lots of things we can do to help you get through. As I said right at the beginning, believe that you can do this. Your principal has to give their blessing. They already believe you're at this standard. So go ahead, get yourself accredited.